go.
Hey.
Hey everyone. Hi everyone. I'm Annette Wasilik, and right here we have Claudia Gibson, and we're thrilled to be here for the first ever Virtual Folk Alliance International live stream. And there are so many great performers performing all week, and I'm thrilled to have Claudia with me. Claudia and I are roommates in the past and probably will be in the future.
Yes,
and,
at Folk Alliance.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's here for Folk Alliance. We met at Folk Alliance and we continue to meet at Folk Alliance. I'm here in the DC area and Claudia is in Texas. Where are you in? Milburn, or what's the name of your place?
I'm in Wimberley, Texas, which is a little bit south of Austin, a little southwest of Austin in the hill country. And it's warm and beautiful today, but it wasn't last week.
You guys have been through hell. Did you get a horrible electric bill?
No, we were on our co-op of, our regular utility co-op. So, they sent me the thing like your electric bill, it's going to be normal. And, so
Okay.
yeah, we didn't try to save money. So we're good. It got really cold and we were kind of huddled with lots of blankets and yeah, it was just kind of strange. It was kind of strange, but it's great to be here, even though we're not really here, even though we're not at Kansas City. And we're not sharing a hotel room and staying up till ridiculous hours of the night. But hopefully the people who are watching, if you bought a ticket, and if you didn't, you should, for the rest of the week at the Folk Unlocked? And you can go and do that, and you can just check out all these great things.
Yeah,
so
lots of
it's
great
cool.
people playing.
It's cool.
Well, Claudia, would you like to start us off with a couple of songs?
I will. I'm going to start off with a couple songs. I figured I'm going to start by doing a couple songs from my first album, which was at this point, about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and it's called Step by Step is the album, but this song is called Trouble.
Sunday to put my sins behind me. When I woke up on Monday, the devil still did find me. I seen trouble on my days. Seen trouble all my days. True love, he swore there was no other. We married on a Wednesday, but he was a faithless lover. I seen trouble all my days. Seen trouble all my days. I seen trouble all my days. Seeing trouble all my days. Thursday night I hit the town. The whiskey was flowing. By Friday I was busted flat. No one seemed to know me. Saturday brought hell to pay, a hole too dark to mention. By Sunday I was on my knees, I was begging for redemption. I seen trouble all my days. Seen trouble all my days. I seen trouble trouble on my day, singing trouble, trouble on. Ooh, my day.
Ah, the sound of one hand clapping back there.
It's fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. That song I started writing many years ago, and it was like one of the first songs when I started getting back into writing. And I'm tuning down as I'm talking. Notice me doing this professionally, tuning down as I'm talking. But it was one of the first songs that when I started getting back into writing, I started, writing it, and I was like, oh, I can play acoustic music and have fun like I used to when I played in rock bands a long time ago. And it was the first one that I liked, because I wrote some that I was kind of like, you know what that's like. But yeah. But anyway, and then for this album, which was kind of fun to do because we recorded in this really cool recording studio that had a combination of all sort of analog, like really warm tube amps and vintage microphones and all this stuff going into digital stuff. And it was actually in this kind of raggedy old mansion up in Westlake Hills in Austin. But I recorded that, and then I also recorded this next song, and I recorded it with a band, and it was very upbeat, even though it's kind of depressing lyrics. And then recently I started redoing it with the pandemic, and it just had a whole different meaning to me. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah.
Does that ever happen with songs, that they just change their meaning?
It's and it's funny because I think about a song like that when we write a song like that when we're young. And I think my older self thinks, oh, if only you knew what kind of trouble you're going to see.
It's like looking at your wedding pictures and you just go, oh. Or when you have the baby and you're like, and it's like, you think it's, you want to talk to yourself, knock some sense into that silly younger self of you. But this song, the one I'm going to do next, End of Days, it used to be like, it had a real like kind of, and then I started sort of re-looking at it with the past year, now that we've been kind of in this thing close to a year. And it just has a whole different meaning to me. And I started writing it when there was sort of these physical weather disasters going on around Texas. There were hurricanes happening, and there were these huge wildfires nearby. And then about 6 years ago this spring, there was a terrible flood here in Wimberley, just knocked out houses and swept families away. It was just dreadful, and right down the street from me. And so I kind of finished it, almost finished it after that, and then I kind of finished it up about a year later. But that found its way to the record, totally different. But it's now when I sing it, it means something else. So. I'm going to do it. This is End of Days.
Hurricanes, wildfires, seems like Mother Nature's running wild. Is this the end of days? It feels like the end. River floods, house is gone, left in mud just to carry on. Is this the end of days? Oh, it feels like the end of days. Preacher says, brother, you need religion. Get down on your knees and seek a vision. Wind blowing in like it's Judgment Day. Maybe this world is gonna wash away. was his plan? 40 days till they hit the land. Was it the end of days? It seemed like the end of days. Rainbow sky, journey's end. Send him out just to start again. Was it the end of days? It seemed like the end of days. Forget waiting, sister, for your deliverance. Just making a move can make a difference. No use worrying about the judgment day. All of your fears are gonna fade away. Oh, and I can't wait one more minute. I got to live this life and all that's in it, 'cause time keeps ticking to the judgment day. I don't want these years just to waste away. Are we lost, me and you? Where is love? Will we make it through? Is this our end of days? Is this our end of days? No, not the end of days. Not the end of
Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you.
Everyone, that's Claudia Gibson. All right, well, Claudia, I'm going to do a couple of songs now.
So I'm going to shut myself
And
up.
I have a request for this song. So, Richard, if you're out there, this is the song that Richard, a friend of mine, requested, and it's a love story, and it's completely true. Every word of it is true, and let me see if I can figure out how to do some of these things. Well, I'll just leave it the way it is. Yeah, this is a story of two people who are very, very close to me, and the fellow named Johnny in this song was in a very, very bad car accident on Valentine's Day many years ago, and this is the love story called Ballad of Johnny and Maria. Johnny and Maria were still just kids when they first fell in love. Maria knew they'd be married one day. Driving the back roads with the wind blowing through their hair, the future was still far away. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I love your bright eyes and dark hair. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I'd follow you anywhere. It was a 2-lane road and Johnny had a load of drywall in the back. The banks were steep with patches of snow. A car in the oncoming lane crossed that yellow line, and Johnny, he had nowhere to go. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I love your bright eyes and dark hair. I'd follow you anywhere. That drywall crashed through the cabin, trapped him into place. Couldn't reach his seatbelt to save his life. And while one man held his head away from the smoke and the flame, another cut him out with a Swiss Army knife. Well, the months went by, Johnny lived and died, and he lived again in that holy ICU, where the saints and angels are thick as thieves, and they look like you, and they look like me, but they got more courage than most do. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, don't leave. You are my life, you are my destiny. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, don't leave. I'll be your wife, and we'll raise a family. 20 years on, they're still going strong after walking down the aisle. They built a house and raised a family. And every year on Christmas Day, friends and kin come in from far away. Sure is a sweet sight to see. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I love your bright eyes and dark hair. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I'd follow you anywhere. Johnny and Maria were still just kids when they first fell in love.
I love that song.
Every
Oh, that
every
too.
little bit of that story is true, and that's just part of the story. They're real. They're, you know, and every Valentine's Day I think of them and think, wow, what a strong love. They're still together, and they have 2 kids now in college.
Do
It's
they like the
crazy.
song?
Yeah. Actually, I played it for them beforehand, before I ever performed it live, just to make sure it was okay. And I got the okay, and then I live streamed it, and you know, I get the little emojis, and there was a little emoji,
Crying.
crying emoji. And,
Oh.
it's sweet, and I love those 2 people very, very, very much. So.
It's funny because I used to be nervous when I wrote songs that were, you know, from life. And now
Yeah.
they tend to be like, not all the way from life. They're kind of like, you know, mixed. Sometimes I make
Yeah.
things up, or sometimes I'm just inspired, or I change things. So that's the
Yeah.
one good thing about being older. You can just like kind of take from experience, you know?
Well, it's so rich. I mean, I look at my family and my friends and my life, and it's just a gold mine of stories. It's like,
Yeah.
of which this next song is another one from Love and Fire, and this is the title track, and it also is very close to me. Did she ever know she was their shining star? Did she ever know their world spun around her? Late afternoon, behind the bedroom door, they'd hear her crying and never knew what for. Come calm the children, Daddy, 'cause Mama's breaking down. and fire, fire and love. Sometimes a dragon, sometimes a dove. Oh, Jesus, the storm's rolling through. Every child needs their mother needs you. Well, she always said, God loves the broken ones. She always said, calls them his own. But on those dark days, the voices would swell. She'd feel the pull of heaven, and I'd scare them like hell. Come, come, the children, Daddy, 'cause Mama's breaking down. Love, a fire, fire and love. Sometimes a dragon, sometimes a dove. Oh, Mary, Queen of the May, come comfort their mother, don't let the dark take her away. Lullabies and goodnight prayers, kisses, brushing back their hair, turn out the light. And Debussy's arpeggio ringing out into the night. She taught him to dance, she taught him to sing. She said it don't mean nothing if it ain't got that swing. Love, fire, fire and love. I wish that old dragon could have saved that little dove. Somebody somewhere try to break you in two. Every child needs protection, Mama. Who protected you? Every child needs protection, Mama. Who protected you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is funny because when you were singing on the phone, the lyrics were coming up in
Yeah, I know.
the
and
video.
That happened last night, and
It's
I don't
kind of
know.
crazy.
I don't know how that happened. It happens with you too.
Really?
Well,
It's
when
not
I look on my
happening.
phone-
Oh yeah, it looks like everything we're saying is coming up in Facebook.
Be
It must be a
careful what we
setting.
say.
It must be a setting that you have in there or something.
It
It's
must
not
be
happening. It's only happening in Facebook. It doesn't seem to be happening. I went and looked
really?
at the Folk Unlocked site. It doesn't seem to be
Yeah.
happening there. But
Okay.
but that's
All right.
great. You know, if anyone misses something, you can just
Well, it's
read all
funny
about
because
it.
They're not all right. It's like they're like a bad translation. It's pretty hysterical. Yeah. So
Yeah,
read
it's
those
like when you-
words and disregard every single one of them.
Yeah, it's like when you read those badly translated
Yes.
books. You know, they're hilarious.
All right, everyone. This is Claudia Gibson. We're going back to her.
All right. Well, I'm going to move along and play a couple songs from my EP, which I put out 2 years ago now. 2 years ago, this spring. And the EP is called Louisiana Sky, and that's what this song is called. And I was inspired to write it on a trip, after taking a trip back from New Orleans to Texas on I-10 and just making an unscheduled stop at a historic plantation, not to admire the beautiful architecture, but to actually see what historic slave cabins, which this one I stopped at, were, and what life was really like for people. And it was horrendous and sad and all of that. But while we were there, this giant storm came in, and it just seemed to really sort of kind of emphasize that there were a lot of untold stories and a lot of secrets, and you know, it's all part of our country's history that we're starting to grapple with, and this song is just kind of a starting to look at it. It's not a, you know, it's, I look at this song more like a impressionist painting. Anyway, this is Louisiana Sky. 60 miles from nowhere, city lights left behind, just me and the highway in a Louisiana sky. I heard the past come a-calling like a voice from up high, saying we all once lived here under Louisiana skies. Crossed a bridge over the bayou, sugarcane grows tall and wide, plantation cabins down an old gravel road. There's ghosts in the live oaks telling tales of old souls. Blue beads in their pockets to keep off the evil eye. Couldn't lift them to freedom in the Louisiana sky. Names only: Moses, Martha, and a child. Life stories left here in cypress and stone, once flesh and blood, now dust and bone. Clouds darkened and swirled down, lightning crackled and cried. Tears of history were streaming from the Louisiana sky. By the time I said my prayer to the nameless and the Louisiana sky, said you won't be forgotten under Louisiana skies.
One of my favorites of yours.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thanks so much. Yeah. That was you know, it's interesting. I've gotten mixed reactions to that song, but mostly positive. Yeah. So, I had a guy in New Mexico just get up and walk out while I was playing it.
Yeah. What that you know, I've had people glare at me at some songs. I've gotten some pretty pretty bad glares because they had a real point of view, and they
Well,
apparently had
I
a very
hear a
different
kitty
point
cat.
of view.
I hear a kitty cat. You got a kitty cat?
Yes, and he wants to sing along. And I can't. I'll put us on mute in just a second.
Well, it's so cute. Can we see him while I'm tuning up?
Well,
No, he's
I would
shy.
have to move too many things, and
Oh, no, we don't
if I
want
pick
that.
him up, he'll like be traumatized. He's only got 3 legs, and he's always thinking that someone's going to take someone's going to take another leg.
A
So-
tripod cat. Well, this song is it's actually one of those songs that that I'm sort of not careful about where I play it, but I just know, like, it's first of all, it's a quieter song, it's a folk tune, but this song is called Dreamers, and like it sounds, it's about and dedicated to the dreamers, the DACA kids who are now young adults. And I wrote it originally for Woody Fest. For the song contest there, I submitted it and kind of forgot about it because back then I wasn't getting too much notice for anything. And then a couple months later, I got an email that said, "Hey, congratulations! Your song has won. We like it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's great." And was really surprised. And then they said, "Hey, well, do you want to come up to Okima to Woody Fest and play on the main stage on a Saturday night?" And I said, "Sure." So I was able to go up there and play a set and play this song, Dreamers. And I was really heartened to see that recently that this program is not going away, because I know a lot of these kids. I work in a high school, and we've had valedictorians who were dreamers and who've gone on to great, wonderful schools. So anyway, this is Dreamers.
She has walked through desert sands, huddled down inside a truck, clutching at her mama's hands, both praying for a little luck. Crawling underneath barbed wire, he was barely 3 years old. Daddy carried him for miles, not a peep, just like he was told. Dreamers, they have lived here all their lifetime. In this land they call home, all of their school days and every friend's face are from this place, the only land they know. Growing up between 2 worlds, homework, friends, and football games, knowing just one traffic stop could leave her life forever changed. Go to college, find a job, serve your country, make your way. Choices that he cannot make when it's a fight just to remain. Dreamers, they have lived here all their lifetime. This country they call home, all of their school days and every friend's face are from this place, the only life they've known. Foreign to the land where they were born. Could it be the dreams they share are big enough for saw. Dreamers, they have lived here all their lifetime. This country is their home, all of their school days, and every friend's face are from this place. The only life they've known.
Brava. Brava.
Thank you.
Byron loves it too. He just came back into the room.
Oh,
Beautiful.
goody.
I can see why it won the prize.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you.
It's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
So Claudia is one of my favorite songwriters, and I love hosting songwriters. I'm compulsive about it. I just love having songwriters on my shows. So
You have a regular show too? Do you have more shows this week
yeah,
at Folk?
I'm
or you-
starting up a new show called Tacoma Girl and Guests,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so it's going to be a similar setup. I did one just last Thursday with Dan Kenny. He's a fella here from Frederick, Maryland, and Jeff Smith, who is from Virginia, and we did a round robin like thing, three of us. So
Cool.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun, as you know, and you do your regular things. and-
Yeah, I have things a couple times a month. I have a thing called 50/50 Hour, and I have First Sunday
Yeah.
Songwriters. So yeah,
Right,
Um,
right. We share
and I think
together.
you put up. Did you put up? I know, like my website. I don't know what you have. You have stuff running around across the bottom.
Yeah, no, I've got your website up here, but I don't have.
Oh yeah,
what,
there
I
it is
just-
up there.
I
There it
worked
is, up
on.
there.
I worked on a client this afternoon who was late, and so when I got home, I was late, so I didn't have a chance to put up the wonderful thing you emailed me. So tell
that's
us what
okay.
you got going on.
That's okay. This week at the Folk Unlocked, tomorrow night I'm doing a solo set at 6:30 p.m. So if you you can go into the Folk Unlocked showcases, and with that link that's there, the Folk Unlocked pathable.co, and just pay whatever you want, and look for me, Claudia Gibson. And I'm doing a solo show at 6:30, and then I have another show with Anna Larson on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And yeah, and just my Facebook page. My website has my Facebook page on there, which is Claudia Gibson Music, but ClaudiaGibson.com, which is up there. Thank you for putting that up there. Yeah.
It's up there somewhere.
Yeah, and we all support each other. I mean, I love your songs. Your songs are so, your stuff, you don't sound like anyone else, and no one sounds like you, and it isn't like, oh, here comes Annette, and she's going to do, songs that are just like a rehash. Because no, your songs are really original, and I love them, and
Thank you.
I love your guitar playing. It just voice it puts together, and your kitty loves you too. So there you go.
He's like here. He's digging the vibe here.
Cool.
Yes,
What do you have next before we run?
Well,
How much time
let's
do we
see.
have left anyway?
What I have next is tomorrow night, 7:30 to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Tom Prasado Rao and I will be doing the same thing. And
Oh, cool.
Tom and I have been getting to know
Oh,
each other.
Tom's brilliant.
And he's just brilliant and kind, and we're working on doing a co-write. I haven't done a lot of co-writes because I usually start from such a personal place, and
It's hard, yeah.
and you need to have the right combination of person too. And he's just so easy,
And if
so
anyone
relaxed.
hasn't heard his song $20 Bill, then they should
Yeah.
listen to it because it's
Yeah.
amazing. And
It's,
all of his stuff is amazing.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Well, good.
Well,
I'm
he's
glad
been
you're
on
ready
our
and doing
porch.
things
I've
with
been
him.
having porch concerts during this COVID, and just, in the spring we're going to start up our porch concerts again, and he'll be back.
Oh,
And,
cool.
yeah. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, and on Thursday I have two more showcases. They're both solo. One at the Gypsy Wagon Studio at 7:30 to 8, I believe, and or it might be actually 8:30 to, I have to look at my schedule, 8:30 to 9, and also in across the pond in the ITV Moose Radio.
Oh, yes,
room.
and I feel bad because I didn't get it together to do that because I was about to.
We'll see how it's going. I know he was having a little technical difficulties.
It's a
but,
long
you know,
ways,
It looks like a kind of a wonderful mishmash of all of us people from all over the place.
And it is all over. And Rob Allen's wonderful.
Yeah,
he just lost his brother, so it's, people should
all right,
check
I'll
out
do a
his-
couple songs for you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what to do. I want to do stuff that I haven't been doing the last couple of streams. So
I love the one you did in the sound check. Shintagi.
Oh, you want to do that kind of old thing? Okay, let's.
Well,
try that.
no, you don't have to. I mean, I'm just me.
Actually, I'll do that next.
That old thing. Oh, that old thing. I just
Alright,
threw it
I'll
on. I just wrote it in 5 minutes, that old thing.
Yes, I just read the song. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Now let's see if I don't. I keep trying to click and remove myself from the stream. That's not
Don't
what
do
we
it.
wanna
I'm
do.
going to mute myself.
Oh Lord. Okay. So this is a song that is not on any album, and it will be on whatever next I do. I'm in the process of recording it, and I'm going to start up a Patreon page. Actually, I have a Patreon page, and it's sort of simmering, waiting to be launched. So you can keep an eye out for that. And this song will be somewhere in there. It's called Devil's Turn. And you gotta imagine sort of this Tom Waits bone machine, slow, wonderful, like percussion of hooves and rattles and anything like that. Anyway, here we go. Devil's Turn. Fire burned down the mountain, water swallowed the plain, wind tore down the valley. Now nothing is the same. Highways cracked like muffin tops and streetlights hanging down. Boats afloat or where they shouldn't float. I don't recognize my town. Tell me, Mama, how far down we gonna go? How will we ever learn? Mama shook her head, said, child, it's the devil's turn. Catching tadpoles down in Sligo Creek, behind Suki's house. Lying in the shade, sipping lemonade, we played till the sun went down. Then the stars came rising, filling up the sky. Honeysuckle air, wind through our hair, one small push, we all could fly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tell me, Mama, where did those long, soft summer days go? Whoa, will we freeze or will we burn? Mama shook her head, said, child, it's the devil's turn. Too much hardship or a lust for gold make one man bitter, the other man cold. Walking down the street with her earbuds in, she don't see anybody, hear no voice within. But beauty and love are all around, and every step we take is sacred ground. Some of us sinners, some of us saints, but we're all human, we're losing this race. Oh, oh, oh. Tell me, mama, how far down we gonna go? How will we ever learn? Mama shook her head, said, child, it's a devil's turn. Oh, mama shook her head, said, child, it's a devil's turn. Oh, mama shook her head, said, child, it's a devil's turn. I'm going to go right into the next song that Claudia's hooting and hollering in the back one. Now this is another new song, and this is actually really new. And I'm going to give it a go. I mentioned the Highlands in this song, and my dad, when I was helping taking care of him when he was dying, and he was in home hospice, so it was a beautiful situation, given that it could have been much worse. But one day I heard him talking to somebody in the room, and I said, Daddy, who are you talking to? And he said, I'm talking to a being of light. And I said, really? Well, what's his name? And he said, Habib or something. I said, Habib, huh? What's Habib saying? And he says, well, he's telling me what I need to do to be a good person. And I said, what's that? And he said, well, first of all, you have to go to the Giant. And now I was always running to the Giant to get prescriptions or chocolate chip cookies or orange juice. And so that's the first thing you have to do to be a good person. But the other thing was to go down to Highlands. Now, he was born in the mountains of North Carolina, and Highlands is in North Carolina. And so I mentioned the Highlands in this song. I think of my dad and my mom every time I sing this song. And yeah, this whole year we're thinking about death. And yeah, it's called Horizon Line. Orion is rising in the late September sky. Sure a sign winter's closing in. The days go by slow, but the years keep flying by. Feeling like the time is not my own. Horizon line, you used to be a friend to me. Promises of days to come, dreams I could not see. Glitter, gold, and setting sun, and all those songs yet to be sung. Now you're calling me home. Mother, father, where have you gone? You left us here to carry on. Old photographs holding you in place. Did you go down to Highlands, or did you take the Savior's hand? Did he heal you with his everlasting grace? Horizon line, you used to be a friend to me, far off hallowed ground, where heaven touches down. Glitter, gold, and setting sun, and all those songs yet to be sung. Now you're calling me home. Sometime soon the day will come between the eastern moon and a western sun, on a narrow way between the needle's eye. And on that day the leaves will fall, and I will hear the trumpets call, a clarion of angels in the sky. Horizon line, you guide me still, and always will lead me to the gate. How long must lost highway, glitter gold and setting sun. We're on the road to kingdom come. Now you're calling me home. Oh, now you're calling me home. Oh, now you're calling me home.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I was harmonizing along.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is a different thing.
That's the different. You got to go to the one over. Yeah.
Yeah,
there
I
you
like
go.
that one better.
I was
can't
having-
see again. I don't want to keep putting on my glasses.
I know, me either. And then I'm thinking in the middle of it, do I have lipstick on my teeth? You know.
It's like, really, it's like, whoa.
All this
I
stuff.
had broccoli today. Yeah.
You're alone, but you're not alone. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you ate garlic. You know, it's not like a regular gig, but it does matter if the broccoli is sticking
Yes,
in the
it
middle of
does.
your teeth, like Opie or something. Anyway, well, we don't have a lot of time, but this is a quick one, and it's a new one that's going to be my last tune.
Okay.
And I played this for you earlier. This is called, and this one really, I need like to have a fiddle and a mandolin and about 5 people singing harmony. But I'm just going to ask Annette if you can make sure you're muted, because you can't play along even though you want to. This is called Shine On.
Cast your old cares away at the end of the day, and lay down beside me and close weary eyes. When our work here is done, we will fly to the sun and shine on forever in light. Sometimes the world feels so heavy, the burden of years as we toil and we strive. But luck is not even or steady. Keep your hand on the tiller and eyes on the prize. Cast your old cares away at the end of the day, and lay down beside me and close weary eyes. When our work here is done, we will fly to the sun and shine on forever in light. Remember my lifetime companion, for better or worse, we have carved out a life. Now love can bridge rivers and canyons. Take my hand and together we'll cross that divide. Cast your old cares away at the end of the day, and lay down beside me and close weary eyes. When our work here is done, we will fly to the sun and shine on forever in light. And shine on forever in light.
Yeah. I love that
Thank
old
you.
stuff. Yeah, especially
It's
new old
new,
stuff.
but it's old. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just so, it rings in the bone and the blood. It's just there, you know? It's gorgeous. Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
wait to sing that with you like in Poison.
I can't wait to have you sing it with me. I'm missing so many people. It's nice to be
Yeah.
doing this, and and some of the I encourage any songwriter who isn't signed up for this conference to do it, because there's great things going on all through, and you get to sit in on things and you get to talk with other people, and it's almost like real life. But just the connection and knowing that everyone else is going through this, is we as artists, and you know, just like everybody, just like your kitty, you know, who's
Yeah.
happy to have you around more, right? But
He's
anyway,
like, hey, who are you talking to? He's saying.
you got one more tune we can squeak in
Yeah.
because we got like 5 minutes left. So.
All right, let me do one more tune here. This is let's see. Here we go.
Thank you for having me, Annette.
Oh man, it's been a pleasure. I just love hearing you and hanging with you and laughing with you. I have, Claudia is an expert on this whole this whole StreamYard thing too. So thank you everyone for listening, and we sure appreciate it. If you can tip us, that would be wonderful. I am also a massage therapist, and as you might figure out, massage therapists aren't doing a lot of work right now, although it is slowly picking up. Hey kitty, that's Byron. This is the song I'm going to finish with is Shinkatig, and it's the first cut on my album Love and Fire, which I'm thrilled has been doing super well on the charts, and a couple of the songs from the album were on DJ's top 10 of the 2020, and one song, actually, The World's on Fire, which I'm not going to do tonight because I do it all the time, ended up a whole festival in Chicago, which was a wonderful, wonderful surprise. But this is a song about the ocean and the beach, so it will come soon. We'll be able to go on vacation. I'm going where the sky paints pictures every day. I'm going where the marsh grass is gleaming in the sun. I'm going where the wind tends my memory. There's no place else on earth I would rather be. I'm going where my first love lasts my whole life on. I'm going where there's a million stars to wish upon. I'm going where the sun rises from the sea and arcs across the sky and is swallowed by the Bay of Shinkatig. Oh, Shinkatig. Seabirds fly and dolphin dance for free. Oh, Shinkatig, where my true love waits for me. Going where the dead and the living rest in peace, where the saltwater cowboys round up the wild ponies of Assateague. I'm going where The fireman's fair is just beyond the trees, and the carousel lights up the midway tonight. Summer's by the sea. Oh, Shinkatee, seabirds fly and dolphin dance for free. Oh, Shinkatee, where my true love waits for me.
Yahoo!
Find you, Claudia.
I'm here. I'm down here in the
Okay.
corner.
Oh, wait, no, that's not. Oh, that'll do.
One over. One over. Yeah,
There we
you
go. That's the
All
one.
right. That's the one.
Thanks, Claudia, for doing this.
Well, thanks again for having me. It was a real honor, and it was
Yeah,
lovely.
and everybody check out all the other artists who are playing throughout the week, and we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully.
Yeah, if you tune in for me, you can go to Annette right afterwards, so you could have
That's
both.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. You can go
And
there
time
right
for Set a
afterwards.
Row. Yeah. It's awesome. I'll tell everyone to go there too. Thank you,
Claudia
everyone.
Gibson.
Thank you,
I'm
Annette.
Wasilik. Check out our websites and get on our mailing list. Thank you and good night. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.